Every argument you've ever had was really with yourself. That person who cut you off in traffic, they were just the screen you projected your attack thoughts onto. And we'll explore how to turn off the projector in a guided meditation at the end. Today's lesson teaches that the hostile world we see is actually made of our own attack thoughts. Every irritation, judgment, and grievance we hold gets projected outward and appears to come back at us. The way out isn't to change the world or other people, but to identify and release the attack thoughts that create what we're seeing in the first place. Your mind is like a movie projector, and attack thoughts are the film running through it. Every scene of conflict, every villain, every victim is being projected from inside onto the blank screen of reality. What you think you're seeing out there is actually the movie playing in your head, and you've forgotten you're holding the projector. Think about the last time someone sent you a message that instantly made you defensive. Maybe it was an email from a coworker, "We need to talk." Just 4 words, but your chest tightened immediately. Your mind started writing the script. They're disappointed. You screwed up. This is going to be confrontational. You spend the next 20 minutes preparing your defense, rehearsing explanations, feeling attacked by someone who hasn't even spoken yet. By the time you reach their office, you're already at war. Your shoulders are tense, your jaw is set, you're braced for impact. And then they say, "I wanted to see if you're free for lunch next Tuesday to discuss the Johnson account." The attack existed only in your projector. You just spent 20 minutes in combat with your own thoughts. This pattern repeats everywhere, doesn't it? Your partner's tone seems off at dinner, and suddenly you're sure they're angry about something you did. A friend doesn't respond to your text for a few hours, and you're convinced you've offended them. Someone looks at you strangely in a meeting, and you spend the rest of the day wondering what their problem is. But here's what we miss: that tone, that delayed response, that look, they're neutral events. Completely neutral. It's our attack thoughts that transform them into threats. We're not actually responding to what's happening. We're responding to the story our mind is telling about what's happening. The projector metaphor becomes clearer when you notice how different people can experience the exact same situation in completely different ways. One person gets stuck in traffic and sees it as a personal affront, an attack on their schedule, evidence that the universe is against them. Another person in the same traffic sees it as unexpected free time to listen to music or think. Same traffic, different projector, different movie. Your coworkers' "we need to talk" email is the perfect example. The actual message contains 0 attack. It's 4 neutral words requesting a conversation. But your projector is already loaded with attack thoughts. "I'm not good enough. People are disappointed in me. Confrontation is coming." So that's the movie you see. That's the reality you live in for those 20 minutes. Here's the disturbing part. You're both the projectionist and the audience of your own horror film. You're creating the attack, projecting it onto others, then responding as if they're attacking you. It's like punching yourself and blaming the person standing next to you. We do this constantly. We wake up already running attack thoughts about the day ahead. We project them onto our morning. The coffee maker becomes an enemy when it's slow. The weather becomes personal when it's not what we wanted. Our spouse becomes the villain when they use the last of the milk. None of these things are actually attacking us. They're just screens catching our projections. The world starts to look hostile because we're constantly broadcasting hostility. Every judgment we hold, every grievance we nurture, every resentment we feed, they all become part of the film. And then we wonder why life feels so hard, why people seem so difficult, why everything feels like a battle. But you can't fight a projection. You can't win an argument with a movie. You can't make peace with shadows on a screen. That's why trying to change other people never works. That's why defending yourself against perceived attacks leaves you exhausted. You're trying to fix the screen instead of changing the film. The relief comes when you realize you can change the film instead of trying to fix the screen. This isn't about positive thinking or pretending everything is fine. It's about recognizing when your projector is running and choosing not to believe the movie is real. Let's go back to that email situation. When "we need to talk" appears in your inbox and your chest tightens, that's your first clue. The projector just turned on. You can feel it in your body, the tension, the defensive energy, the fight or flight response. But now you know what's happening. You're not responding to an actual attack. You're responding to your projection of attack. So you pause. You notice the story your mind is writing. You see the attack thoughts. They're disappointed. I'm in trouble. This will be bad. And for just a moment, you consider another possibility. What if this email is neutral? What if there's no attack here at all? What if you're just watching your own movie? This doesn't mean you ignore the email or pretend you don't feel anxious. It means you recognize that your anxiety is coming from your projector, not from those 4 words on a screen. You're not under attack. You're watching a film you created. The strange peace comes when you learn to watch your projector run without believing the movie is real. You still see the images, the attack thoughts still arise, the stories still start spinning. But now there's space between you and the projection. You're not in the movie anymore. You're in the theater, watching it play out. Your mind will still create villains. It will still script conflicts. It will still project attacks onto neutral events. That's what minds do when they're running on fear. But you don't have to be the audience anymore. You don't have to believe every story your projector tells. When your partner's tone seems off, you can notice your projector starting up. They're upset with me. You can watch that thought without immediately believing it. When your friend doesn't text back, you can see your mind creating a story. I must have done something wrong. You can observe that projection without taking it as truth. This is how the world literally starts to look different. Not because anything external changed, but because you're not constantly projecting attack onto everything you see. The coworker who seemed hostile might just be tired. The friend who didn't respond might just be busy. The partner whose tone seemed off might just be thinking about something else. The lightness that comes when you realize most of your battles were with shadows, it's like putting down a weight you didn't know you were carrying. All those enemies you were defending against, all those attacks you were bracing for, all those conflicts you were preparing to fight, most of them existed only in your projector. You've been exhausting yourself in battles with your own thoughts. You've been at war with projections. You've been defending against attacks that were never launched, except by you, onto screens that were always blank. When you stop feeding the mental commentary that turns neutral events into personal attacks, the world literally looks different, less threatening, less personal, more workable. You realize you've been living in a house of mirrors, mistaking your own reflections for reality. This doesn't mean you become passive or stop caring about things. It means you stop wasting energy fighting projections. It means you can respond to what's actually happening instead of to the movie in your mind. It means you can have that conversation with your coworker without 20 minutes of imaginary conflict first. The projector will keep running. That's what minds do. But you don't have to believe every movie it plays. You can notice when attack thoughts arise. See them for what they are, just thoughts, just projections, and choose not to feed them. Choose not to elaborate on them. Choose not to project them onto the people around you. Every person who's ever attacked you was just a blank screen for your projector. The relief of understanding this changes everything. Not because it excuses harmful behavior or pretends everything is perfect, but because it shows you where your power actually lies. You can't control what others do. You can't change the screens, but you can change the film. You can turn off the projector. You can step out of the theater entirely and see what's actually there when you're not projecting attack onto everything you see. If you want to keep practicing with this, you can like the video and subscribe. Let's take a moment now to let this settle with a guided meditation. Let your body find its comfortable position. There's nothing to achieve here, nothing to fix. Just arriving. Feel the weight of your body being held, the chair or floor supporting you completely. You can let go of the effort of holding yourself up. Notice your breath moving naturally. No need to control it, just the gentle rhythm that's always been there. Bring to mind that projector we explored. See it there in your mind, running its familiar films. All those attack thoughts, those defensive stories, those anticipated conflicts. Notice how the projector feels in your body. Maybe tension in your shoulders, maybe tightness in your chest, maybe a clenching in your jaw. Just notice. No need to change anything. Now imagine setting the projector down, just for these few minutes. Setting down the machine that creates conflicts, letting it rest. Feel what happens in your body when the projector stops running, the softening, the quiet, the space that opens up. In this space, there's nothing to defend against. No attacks to prepare for, no battles to fight. Just this moment, just your breath, just the simple fact of being here. Notice if your mind wants to pick up the projector again. That's okay. That's what minds do. Just notice it reaching, and gently, kindly, set it back down. Rest in the space between thoughts, the quiet place where no movies are playing, where no one is attacking or being attacked, where you're simply here, breathing, being. Feel the relief of not projecting, of not creating enemies, of not preparing for battles. Just this gentle moment of peace. When you're ready, take a deeper breath. Feel your body here in this space. Know that you can return to this quiet place anytime you notice the projector starting up again. Gently open your eyes if they were closed, carrying this spaciousness with you as you return to your day. Thank you for practicing with us today. If you'd like, there's a free digital copy of A Course in Miracles available through the link in the description. You're also welcome to leave a simple comment such as, "I am grateful. Thank you for taking this time to explore what's really happening behind the conflicts we experience." The projector will start up again. That's what minds do. But now you know you're watching a movie, not reality. Be gentle with yourself as you practice noticing the projection instead of believing it. Until next time, May you find peace in the space between the movies.